I mean, at the end of the day, it's just between the two of you. So for me, it
Exactly.
didn't really matter if they accepted me or not. As long as I accept myself, I know who I am, and I'm happy with what and who I am. I'm okay with it. So should we go on mute first? Mm.
Okay, hi
Hi.
guys. Yeah, we're
Welcome
back
back.
to Talks from Home. I think this is our fifth episode,
It
isn't it?
is. It's our fifth
Yeah, okay.
episode.
Amazing. So I'm very excited with the theme today. So as you can see, it's very colorful. We have new faces as well. So again, my name is Jane and I'm with Sel, my co-host. So
Hey.
yeah, welcome again from Talks from Home. And we're going to introduce our guest for today before we move on to the theme of the episode. So let's start.
Yes. Let's start with Mitch. Hi,
Yes.
Mitch.
Hey, I'm Mitch, and I've been working from home since 2013, so I'm not sure how long that is. Just count it. Um, yeah, so I like working from home because of the accessibility, and I chose this because of the accessibility and then the convenience as well. So there's no added expenses, like all you can do, like everything that you can do at home, it's like it's there. So yeah, less expenses, convenience, and everything.
We agree with that.
Amazing.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I agree with that.
Oh,
Um,
totally.
mas ano no, mas tipid talaga pag
Oh
nasa
yeah,
bahay. Yun
For
nga,
sure.
yeah,
depend in all aspects.
correct. And then let's move on. Hey, Jared.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, so my name is Jared. If you follow me on my socials,
Sige lang, go. Plug
you may
away.
be
Plug away.
familiar with me, but I may now. So I have been working from home since 2008, even before the word virtual assistant became a word. I have already been working from home. I have been, working for a retail company for a US um, electronics retailing company back then. And then right now, working for the real estate industry. So, one of the perks from working from home is definitely you can start working after you've woken up. Don't have to change your clothes.
Correct.
You don't have to brush your
Correct.
teeth.
No need to take a
Correct.
bath.
You can go ahead and start working after you wake up. So definitely that works for me for since
Exactly.
Amazing.
2008.
I think we
So
all agree with that, right?
Yes,
Hindi mo na
yes.
kailangan hindi mo kailangan maligo to be
Super
presentable, di
tipid,
ba?
right?
Correct.
Super tipid.
Tipid sa toothpaste, sa shampoo, sa tubig,
Mhm.
dami talagang less expenses talaga pag working
Yes.
from home. Thank you,
very true.
Jared, for
Thank
your
you, Jared.
introduction. Very well said. And let's move on. What's up, Yasser?
Hi. Hello.
Hi.
So my name is Yasser Gulam. You can call me Yassi, and I just turned 29 today.
Happy
Happy
birthday!
Happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Happy
Anyway,
birthday,
thank you,
Mr.
Jane.
Gulam.
Yes, thank you po sa papitsa pinadala ni Ricky kanina. So ayun. Regarding my experience, I work from home. Started since 2020. So nung pandemic lang nag-start, and I fell in love with this kind of setup kasi yung work-life balance. I get the best of both world, yung nagwo-work ako at the same time nagagawa ko yung gusto ko. Like for example, I'm a student right now, and nababalance ko siya na nagwo-work ako at the same time nakakapag-aral ako. And then yun I have mas maraming time ko with my family and also with my friends kung gustuhin ko
Mm.
man. And then I can bring my work anywhere I go. Like kung ta-travel, yung kung may gala. So yun,
Kung may
ayun yung
rampa, right?
yes, true. Nagustuhan ko sa ganitong setup. So ayun lang.
Thank you
Oh,
so
that's
much. So,
good.
it got me curious, Zel. No, this is the first
Yeah.
time that I've known that Yasser is studying. What are you taking up, Yasser?
Well, I'm actually taking up my master's degree in public
Oh.
administration.
Ooh,
Right, right.
wow,
Ang feeling, no?
amazing.
Busy nga. Okay.
Amazing. Yeah. That, that's great to know. So we wish you
Public
good luck.
administration.
Mm.
Glorify the
Yeah.
lalay. Just kidding, yes. I love you.
Okay, so thank you so much. So there you go, guys. These people, these beautiful people, are our guests for today. So let's start with the theme today. So as you can see, we have many colors. So you
Yes.
probably know
Very
what the
rainbowy.
yeah, you probably know what the theme is. So we've been really planning for this episode for quite some time because uh this is the most not really the most, but one of the talked about siguro issues in Asia right now. Most
Yes.
likely Asia,
Yeah.
right? So we really wanted to have the courage to do it, and these guests will be able to help us, be more knowledgeable about what is it with what's in LGBTQ plus. I think it's
Yes.
LGBTQIA plus, isn't it?
Yes.
I
yeah.
think so,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
It's the
Padagdag siya
updated version.
Yeah,
Oo.
padagdag siya ng padagdag. So it's not just LGBT anymore. So
Yeah,
it's
I don't even know
LGB
what it stands for anymore.
Too many
True.
ano,
So, like,
words.
Too many.
Can we just do A to Z?
Oo,
plus?
parang ganon. Okay. So, let's start, Zel.
All right, let's start with
Let's
the
do
first question, guys.
Yes.
How is workplace inclusivity different from when you started working, and how is it now? Who has an answer now?
Ang
But I wanted
seryoso
to
ng
clarify
tanong.
that question, Zel. So when you say you start working, like you start working from
Way,
home
way before.
or even
Way before.
before?
Yeah.
I guess the difference, yeah,
Even
between
before
then and
working from
now.
home.
Even before. Mhm.
When you
Okay, well,
started
let
working.
me start then.
Oh,
So
go ahead.
because perhaps it tells my age because since I have been working from home since 2008, then therefore before that I should be working with the BPO industry. So yes, then there is definitely a big difference because from before there would be times that especially for those who are working in the offices, and if they see somebody who is cross dressing, then they might look down on that person as a person. And that might also, I'm not pretty sure, but I am speaking from experience, they might downplay or even look down at their abilities, most especially with the BPO industry that, you would have to have back then, should have exceptional English to boot. So, and then when they see somebody who is cross-dressing, then that might change
Yeah.
your odds
Mm.
of getting hired. Unlike today, even just looking at because I am in Cebu, there is a IT park where almost all of the BPO companies are situated. I can see all
Yeah.
Mm.
people from all walks of life, and especially for those who are cross-dressing and all. And look at me. Sometimes I even get to be, napagkakamalan akong female because of my hair, because
Yeah.
of my skin and the fairness of my skin and all, and sometimes even my voice. Even perhaps not looking at me and just hearing me, they would assume that they are speaking to a female. But right now it isn't really much of an issue as it was before.
Mhm.
Speaking for myself, it hasn't really been an issue too, because as I've said, even just a little kid, I would often be mistaken for the other
Gender.
Gender.
Yeah, so it doesn't really, to me, it doesn't make a difference. But with the with evolving workplace, then I believe right now it's more inclusive than before.
Correct. Yeah, I agree as well.
Yeah, me too. I totally agree with Jared because like compared
Very
to
different.
how it was before, like before in the BPO industry, it's like the only way that other people see the non male female gender is like for the gay guys. Usually they think that if you're a cross dresser or whatever, usually they would think that you work in a salon or something, right?
Mm.
Pero and then for the lesbians naman, they would think na wala, they don't work. What they usually just do is like what, drink, hang out, or make tambay, yung mga ganon. But they in a sense, that's actually kind of like for our advantage in a way, because they would tend to look down on you, but in the end you would come out as someone that has actually a direction in life and can actually be a very good contributor in the society. A sad part lang from before. This is also my experience. I applied at this job. This was in Pampanga. I applied for this job because my friend recommended me. Back then my hair was a bit longer, so diba? So and then when I got to speak to the VP of the president of the company, and that was a final interview. The flow of the conversation was good and everything. We were agreeing on things and everything, and then all of a sudden he asked me, "So what made you decide to move to Pampanga and apply here?" So I was honest. So I told him na the reason why I'm here is because my partner is here. Like, really? So how long have you guys been married? So I said, no, we can't get married because my partner's a girl. And then like at first he was like leaning like this. And then after I said my partner was a woman, he went like this. Like, okay. So you from there you would see his reaction, and then all of a sudden the question stopped. It was the atmosphere became different,
It changed,
and
yeah.
yeah, it changed. So eventually, after answering that question, he said like, okay, so yeah, thank you. Do you have any questions for me? So I said, I asked a few questions, and then he said that, well, the recruiter or the HR would be the one to give that information. And then he said like, okay, we'll just reach out to you, blah blah blah. And then when I tried to shake his hand, he pretended he was busy. So like, oh, okay, I got it. So I left na. And then after that, that's when I realized na I knew I didn't get the job because of my sexuality. I mean, I'm not being prejudiced on other nationalities, but mostly from the that type of nationality na nakakausap ko, they're a bit homophobic pala, sorry, yeah, to be on the nicer side. Yun.
Right. They have a different way of thinking. They're still
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, very
you're
very
still
very
close pa.
close-minded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close-minded, but they're not parang out of the box yet. So they're
not
Mm.
yet moving forward.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
not yet
But
moving
to
forward.
think their nationality or their country, they have this other gender that recognizes yung mga cross-dresser na mga na mga guys.
Mhm.
Parang I forgot what they're called pero they have a different, kumbaga parang they have three genders sa country nila, male, female, and then the one that cross dresses yung mga guys, ganyan ganyan yun.
Transgenders.
Parang yeah, it's we call them transgenders, but they have a different name for it. I just forgot what it was, but yun, which is just so weird for that guy to be homophobic when in reality he's actually so exposed to that, unless na lang he's on a different planet. But yeah, yun lang.
I
And that
see.
made me sad, no? I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah, it
just
is.
because of the gender, yung skills ng tao and the knowledge of the person would be disregarded just because of their gender. And that's
Yeah.
sad.
It is sad.
That's really
Maybe
sad.
it's just a matter of how you take it. Like
Mhm.
for example, if you feel like for other people kasi, the more that people tell them that you're no good, you're not gonna succeed in life, if they take it and think that that's how they are, then eventually nothing's gonna happen for them. But if you're the type of person that would take it as a challenge, and then like I'll prove to you that whatever you say is wrong, then you'll come out on top of everything.
Yeah,
You'll be like a
instead as
phoenix rising.
motivation. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Very well said, Ate Mitch. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, sir. How about you? We want to
Well,
know your ano naman,
Your
your
input.
experience,
Yeah.
your input. Yeah.
Well, for me, it was never been an issue yung gender ko when I started working because siguro maybe it was recent lang. It was I
Mm.
started working on a BPO industry 2016, and then siguro I was lucky din kasi yung sa company na napuntahan ko is siguro din dahil medyo mas recent siya, mas open-minded na yung mga tao na yun. And then nakakatuwa nga kasi half of my team that time is half of the team is gays na, and then my trainer is transgender. So every time nakikita kami during our shift and then also sa team buildings, masaya. So I hindi siya naging issue yung gender sa akin, and then yung dun din mismo sa workplace ko is ang mga tao is tanggap nila kung ano kami, and then I get also the respect that na dapat meron, na hindi kumbaga hindi na namin dapat ini-impose yung ganun kasi yun na nakukuha naman namin yung deserve namin na respect. So yun lang, it, yun lang masasabi ko, it was never been an issue for me. Siguro kasi yung in our generation na mas open na yung mga tao kasi siguro sa mga napapanood din sa TVs, and then siguro din depende rin sa place kasi nasa Davao yun and then marami talagang population doon is maraming bis, gays, transgenders. So ayun, yun lang. Happy ako naman so far nung first job ko in my first company.
Oh,
That's
good.
that's good. That's good. Iba talaga ng experiences pag yung coming out. Well, parang ano din no. Today kasi in this parang millennia, parang ang dami na ding lumalabas na boy love series,
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes.
True. That
at
is so
saka
true.
girl love series. So
Mm.
parang alam mo yun,
Yeah.
mas open na nga tayo ngayon, and parang coming out recently, it's not a thing anymore. So if you come
Yeah.
out to your friends, to your family, parang
It's
okay,
no big deal.
Yeah,
it's
it's
no
not a
big
good
deal
it's not a
eh.
big deal na. It's like good on you, at least you're true to yourself, yung ganun.
But follow up lang siguro is that I was just curious din kasi na
Mhm.
parang when you felt na the gender that pag was it hard to accept for you guys na I'm different, parang alam mo yun, yung ako kasi no, well I'm speaking from my experience because I'm bisexual. It was hard for me to accept that I am attracted to women as well. No, when I was a teenager, so I was 19 when I came out. So it was hard for me to accept. Now, why do I like girls? Why? Like, alam mo yun, parang I think there was something wrong with me. I was in denial. So that in that point in my life, that was hard for me. Yeah, I can't accept who I am.
Did you feel scared?
I felt scared, mostly kasi parang would my mom or my dad accept me?
Yes.
Mm.
Kasi
So
parang
it's more of acceptance.
yeah.
Mm.
And siguro in a way, hindi ko ma-accept yung sarili ko kasi baka hindi ako tanggapin din ng parents ko. Parang ganun yung iniisip ko. Kasi if your family accepts you for who you are, then okay na. If other people wouldn't accept you, that's fine because your
That's
family
fine.
is there for you, right? No, yeah. I mean, siguro moving forward we can tackle that to the other
Yes,
questions. Yeah.
Of course.
Because
Yeah.
I want to hear it then. So
For me, I guess the way I see it, it's not about people accepting you, but it's more of you accepting yourself.
yeah.
Oh.
Because
And
if you,
Oh.
I mean, like for me, officially, I never came out to my parents. I never came out to my friends. But
okay.
it's just that maybe I just got in my circle of friends has the same what sexual preference siguro, but I do have straight friends also, but it's just that it was never an issue. And plus they parang like alam mo yun, like typical na yeah, hi, I'm Mitch, by the way. And then well, aside from the fact that it's very obvious to them that I'm gay, but I mean alam mo yun, parang it was never an issue eh. And I myself already accepted it. I think I realized that I was gay when I was in grade school pa. So come to think of it, I never really realized it. I had a crush on my busmate. And then parang I got confused, but I never really thought of it as a bad thing. It's just that because when I was a kid, I was told by my mom that um when you have a crush, it means that you're admiring someone. So there wasn't really that much malice placed on that word. Unlike right now or sa iba na when you say na, uy, crush mo yan, so gusto mo siya maging boyfriend, yung ganon. Pero like
Yeah.
before kasi, my mom explained to me the word crush without any malice, saying that you're just admiring that person or you look up to that person. So I guess that's what I thought of. Na I was
Parang ano, paghanga lang nga
Yeah,
daw.
exactly. So,
Yeah.
So
crush ko
anyone, di
lang
ba?
siya.
Mm.
Anyone siya. So, parang busmate ko, crush ko siya, okay. Pero I never really thought of her as beautiful, kaya ko siya, that's the reason why I have a crush on her. But alam mo yon, parang, so I just ignored it, na parang, it was just a simple crush. And then, yon, eventually, I realized na I really do like girls. So, like,
Wait,
wait.
ano,
Awakening.
Yeah,
awakening.
it was awakening. I was an awakening for myself, but eventually I was pressured siguro on like because I came out. I'm from a Christian family, so my mom is really what parang straight arrow siya. So for her, if you're not a guy, you're not a girl, then you're nothing. In other words, parang ganon. But um I wasn't happy. So eventually I learned to accept like this is how I am, this is who I am, this is what I love. If you won't accept me, then that's your problem, not mine. As long as I am happy, as long as I do what I want, as long as I love whoever I want, I'm okay with it. It doesn't matter. Because for me, it's like, it's between the two of you, the relationship. If you're going to have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, it's between the two of you. No one else would matter. I mean, they would just be there for the happy times and everything or whatever. Pero
Mm.
if there's going to be an issue between the both of you in the relationship, it's just you and your partner will be the one discussing it or will be talking about it, and eventually if ever it doesn't get fixed, then kayo yung maghihiwalay. So there's no point in
Yeah.
involving other people. I mean, it would be nice to alam mo yun, say something about like or talk to someone that you have an issue with this about that with your partner and all, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's just between the two of you. So for me, it
Exactly.
didn't really matter if they accepted me or not. As long as I accept myself, I know who I am, and I'm happy with what and who I am. I'm okay with it. To hell with you guys.
Very well said.
Yeah, well
Simple.
said.
Yeah, I mean, di ba? As long as you're happy, as long as
Yeah,
what you're doing is parang hindi ka naman nakakatapak ng tao, no?
exactly.
So, do what you want. As long as
Yeah.
you're happy, di ba?
Mhm.
So anyway, wait lang. Tapunin natin yung recording. Okay. Ayun. So, next, I would ask if, for sure, no? For sure you have, maybe, or I don't know how to phrase it kasi, but have you faced any challenges or, discrimination as being part of the LGBTQ plus community?
I'll talk na lang muna. I've had that like super recently lang. I think it was
Recently?
yeah.
Oh.
I think last March lang eh. We were in line to go to the toilet. Me and my
Okay.
ex.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we were in line to go to the toilet, me and my ex. So she was in front of me, and then there was this old lady, parang went up to my face, and like, babae ka? Like, opo. Bakit dito ka nakapila? Pang babae to. Parang, babae po ako. Pero bakit ganyan yung buhok mo? Parang, sabi ko, maiksi po yung buhok ko. Anong masama? Sabi ko, pag babae ba, hindi ba pwede magpa-short hair? Kasi, alam mo yung parang I came to a point na gusto ko siyang awayin, but my ex was
Yeah.
stopping me.
Mhm.
Na parang sabi ko, gusto niyo po ba pakitaan ko kayo ng ID ko? Ano yung gender ko? Sabi niya, hindi naman kailangan. Pero kasi nagtataka lang ako dahil para kang lalaki pumorma, pero dito ka nakapila sa pambabae. Sabi ko, ano po bang masama if dito ako? Eh, babae naman po ako. Sabi ko, kayo lang po ang may issue dito. And then my ex was stopping me from making patol
The
pa.
tension.
Yeah, parang, alam mo yun, like deep inside you wanna punch the old woman. But like,
Yes.
for me, kasi it's like, I will respect you if you're old. Yes, I will respect you. But you also have to respect me. It goes both ways. It's
Yes.
not
Right.
just because you're old and you have the license na to disrespect me because I'm younger than you are. Yun. So parang, wow. After that, and then syempre nagpina ako. And then I was in the toilet like, huh, meron pa palang ganyan? Parang,
Yeah.
Yeah.
what the hell? To think na this is the ano ba? What do you call this? The bracket of this woman was in the mga CD class siguro. I'm not gonna say it. Parang ano siya, parang pag-iisipin mo, she would be the type who would watch na ano yun yung kay Wawa kay
Wawa
Willie?
win?
Yeah,
Wow,
yung mga
win.
gano'n na
Yeah.
parang pahingi ng jacket, yung mga gano'n. Siya
Ah.
yung ganong type. Alam mo yun?
I get it. I get it.
So,
Okay.
alam mo yun, ang daming gay guys doon, right?
Hmm.
Pero parang, and then you would come up to me in my face, be in my space, and ask me why I'm here, why I'm gonna pee here, just because I have a short hair, and my forma is parang guy. So parang, what the fuck? Alam mo yun? Tapos parang, oh well, anyway, I'm not gonna let that ruin my day. So yun,
Yeah.
that was like,
Yeah.
parang,
Better not to
wow.
stoop down.
Yeah.
I guess
Pero
the
it
issue
just
that
amazed me.
keeps on going about, with our community is the issue of stereotyping. That's the reason why
Yeah.
there are
Correct.
multiple
Yeah.
letters in that
Exactly.
in the label.
Hmm.
Just so you know, because normally people would really love to label.
Yeah.
We would like
Yeah.
to label everything. So,
Mhm.
just to encompass everything, that's the reason why there are multiple letters, as I've said, so that,
Mhm.
we can put a label. And it's
Yeah.
just that it's difficult also because you would have to explain each
Mhm.
letter to everyone. And of course, it's going to be very difficult. That's one of the
Yeah.
reasons why that we really need to push forward with sex education, because this is
Mhm.
also can be discussed right there.
It's so true.
The definition of the different
Yeah.
preferences. So of course, with education, I believe there would
Yeah.
be more understanding, and there we can break that glass ceiling of
Stereotype. Yeah.
stereotyping people,
Mhm.
because of course I too experienced that, and because of my
Yeah,
long
especially you,
hair,
Jared. You have
and
long hair pa,
then I
diba?
go
Mhm.
to the men's bathroom, and of course they would look down on me, or would double take on me, because
Yeah.
even cross dressers would
Mhm.
definitely go to the female
Mhm.
bathroom, for that
Mhm.
matter. And how come I am with long blonde hair
Exactly right.
into the men's room?
Mm.
That is basically because even though I look like this, I still would prefer to be called a male. But it's also one of the reasons actually why I am still with my blog. So for everybody who is watching, I also have a YouTube channel. I am wanting to create a topic, a video about labeling,
Awareness.
because
Yeah.
Yes.
even with my own circle, or even some of the new people I meet, which I appreciate, because they ask me how would they address me. And
Mhm.
sometimes even my subscribers who, at first glance would click on my thumbnail and would be expecting a female talking about Bath and Body Works and Victoria's Secret, after clicking on the video and hearing me and hearing my name, would know, this is a guy
Yeah.
talking.
But I mean,
So they would,
it,
it would confuse them how to address me, Miss, Ma'am, Sir, whatever. But in my case, I even, as long as there is respect, the
it's
label or
true.
how you call me doesn't matter. Just as
So
long as there
true.
is respect. So
Correct.
issue of stereotype, I believe, is what we need to really break down.
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
that's so true.
That's basically
And yeah, I guess educating other people, especially the ignorant one, na feeling nila
Mm.
they're the ones that they know everything and all, but dude, the world is big, it's huge, it's humongous, and
They
the
think
world
they
does
have a
not
say on it.
revolve exactly. The
Mm.
world does not revolve around you. So get out, learn. That's it.
correct. How
Diba?
about you, sir? What's your input? Yeah,
Well, ako,
Any challenges?
any
ngayon,
challenges?
hindi siya naging issue sa akin ngayon kasi siguro kasi I dress up as a straight man pa rin. Like hindi naman kasi ako nagko-cross dress, hindi rin naman kasi ako naglo-long hair. So,
Why?
well, wala, it's my preference lang.
Okay.
Ganun. I'm more like gay pero on a side na parang medyo straight pa rin ang dating. Mas prefer ko yung ganun yung itsura ko lang din. Siguro one thing I can share is that mas naging challenge siya sa akin nung high school pa ako, way back high school kasi yon madalas that time is nabubuli mga ganito sa akin like mga gay. And I remember one time na pupunta ako ng bahay ng kaibigan ko and then parang squatter area siya and then nasa tricycle kami tapos parang may napadaan kami sa sa mga tambay tapos nagulat ako yung isang tambay doon binato niya ako tapos sabi ko minura-mura niya ako sa bading ka ganito ang bakla ka bla 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 ganito ganyan pinagmumura niya ako medyo ako natakot ako doon na part na medyo na trauma ako doon ha kasi kung nakaupo lang naman ako sa sikad, wala akong ginagawa, hindi na naman ako nagsasalita. Paano niya nalaman na bading ako? Or kahit na alam niya, so bakit niya ako ginanon? Wala naman akong ginagawa sa kanya. So doon medyo na trauma ko that nag-start yung trauma ko doon na every time lalabas ako, dapat medyo yung galaw ko hindi masyadong malamya or
Mm.
malambot kasi nakakatakot kasi hindi mo alam yung makakasalubong mo is kung babastusin ka or hindi. And then sa school ko din before may mga straight men na binubuli ako. Minsan hindi ko kaya pumunta ng CR ng lalaki na ako lang mag-isa, wala yung mga friends ko kasi binubuli nila ako na baka
That's
daw
sad.
sisilipan ko sila or what, ganito ganyan. So ang ginagawa ko lang is ay nag-walkout ako, parang hindi ko na lang sila pinapansin.
Yeah.
And hindi ko inaanaya yung negativity nila is makasira din sa pagkatao ko. So yun lang. And then I focused more on those people na tanggap ako and then mahal ako. Kasi nung panahon naman din yun, marami naman din akong close friends, mga babae, then mga same ko. And then there are few din naman ng mga lalaki na ganun at tanggap din naman ako kung ano ko. So yun lang.
Oh, we're sorry you had to experience that
Yeah,
bully.
sorry you had to experience that. I mean, yeah, nakakatrauma nga naman yun, no?
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'm glad you've overcome that trauma kasi, well, ako kasi parang ano well, being part of the LGBT community, ako kasi hindi pa ako na like, there are times they would ask me if I'm a lesbian. Yung stereotype na tomboy ka, no? Yung mga ganon. Which tomboy isn't something, it isn't a gender. It's a
It isn't.
fashion sense.
Yeah.
I mean, tomboy, right?
Yeah.
'Di ba? So, ayun, yung mga stereotype na gano'n, which is hanggang ngayon, even, well, sa Philippines, pag sinabi mong you like girls, tas babae ka, tomboy ka, no? Yung mga
Yeah.
gano'n. 'Di ba?
Parang
Which is,
na si stereotype nila. Like
Oo.
if you're a lesbian, you're this hard butch or alam mo yun,
yeah.
guy looking
Massive.
whatever.
Oo.
Parang,
Oo.
dude, no, that's not how it works.
Tapos
Pero
parang,
iba ng long hair.
it's very hard to explain to them kasi, parang, oh yeah, maybe now my hair is short, pero nag-lip tint ako, nag-makeup ako, and then they would ask me, akala ko ba lesbian ka? I told you guys, I'm not a lesbian, I'm bisexual, but I'm on the femme side.
Mhm.
Parang, yun yung mahirap
Different
explain.
yun.
Anong
Yeah.
femme? Yung mga ganon. So,
Sometimes no, parang you can just tell them na parang yeah, tomboy ako. Parang
oo,
just
parang
to
tama
cut
na.
the conversation, to cut the topic.
Oo. Alright. So, Zen, parang very interesting kasi yung
Yeah.
So,
Let's proceed to the next question. All right. I think Mitch already
shared
shared
this
her
one. Yeah.
yes.
Coming
Yeah.
out story.
So,
Yeah.
can you share your coming out story and what advice can you give to people who needs help in coming out?
Well, for me, just
Yeah.
like Mitch, I didn't really came out.
Mm.
But of course, even just a little kid, I believe my mom already knew. My
Mm.
mother already knew, and my father actually. So um, it's a little bit of uh, medyo um, there is there would be like a little confusion of how uh, sa timeline ng family namin, because my father actually was there with me early on in my life, and then was gone and then came back a little later. So to him, kung ano yung nakita niya, what he now sees with his children is his perception. So he probably might also have already an inkling of me, because even as a little boy, I am a little, not little, but I am a bit femme already.
Mhm.
Mm.
So, but there wasn't really that big discussion about who I am and so on and so forth. So, but I believe the closest to coming out was for them to meet my now current partner of 10 years already. So
Wow.
I believe that
Amazing.
Right.
confirmed.
Amazing. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. So
It's
I believe
relationship
that
goals.
confirmed who I am to them. So prior to that, definitely it's going to be. It was very difficult, and even up to that point of them meeting him, it was difficult because how would they address him? Much more like how they would act when he is around
Mm.
than than how they are with me. So it's there is that awkward stage even up to this moment, actually, because my partner doesn't even call my mother mom, mama, or what. He still calls him tita, which
Mm.
to me as well, I wouldn't mind. But there would still be, but since we have been living together for already 10 years, I mean, there is still that invisible barrier, so to
Mm.
speak.
Yeah.
Sana
So
all, no? 10 years. My
Oo,
God.
there are there are
wow.
still little bits and pieces of hurdles that we need to tackle, but
Mm.
I believe right now at the stage of my relationship, it wasn't as difficult as it was before.
Mm.
So yeah, I believe time heals all wounds, or time heals everything. So I believe that is where we should all focus, instead of um,
Yes.
focusing on how difficult it was, and how difficult to hurdle everything. So yeah, that's my take
Yeah,
on
I'm
that.
very, very happy for you, Jared. I
Yeah. Stay
mean,
strong.
stay strong. Hearing that 10 years together.
Yeah.
Yay,
Amazing.
love
Like,
wins. Amazing. Love
mhm.
wins. I'm
Love
very happy
knows
for
no
you, Jared.
gender.
I really am. Yeah. How about you, Yazzer?
Well, ako, walang official na coming out sa
Mm.
parents ko. Siguro, kuwan lang, what you see is what you get.
Oh, sasabihin ko sana yung what you see is what you get.
Oo, gano'n na lang talaga.
Oo.
Kasi
Love me,
napapansin
hate
naman
me,
din
whatever
nila.
you want.
Oo.
True. Napapansin lang naman din siguro nila dahil sa kilos ko, and then yung mga hilig ko and all. Mahilig kasi ako sa fashion, and then sa arts, and then parang siguro yung mga hilig ng mga boys is hindi ko nakahiligan. So naging
Oo.
ganun. So I know na in their mind na may idea naman sila kung ano ako. Pero up until now, it's actually a challenge for me pa din kasi although walang official, yun na nga, walang official na coming out. Tapos alam kong may idea naman sila, pero I know coming from in my religion kasi na Islam is a very strict talaga, and then bawal talaga yung ganitong
Mm.
gender, yung pagiging gay. And then yun, medyo mahirap siya on the part na hindi ko pwedeng ipakita, like hindi ko pwedeng i-vulgar talaga, like, kung ano ako, and then kung like ngayon meron akong 2 years relationship din, and then yun
Sana all
but
talaga.
Ay, nako. Please, can we not talk about long-term relationship? Ay,
Ay,
Okay.
hindi.
Yeah. Sorry
bitter
about
lang.
that. Yeah, sir. Napapasana all na lang talaga kami sa inyo ni Jared. Ni ano eh.
Kakainis.
Oo, grabe talaga. Okay. So 2 years, yes.
Mhm.
Yun, Kuwan lang kami, discreet lang, kung ano lang yung nakikita nila yun lang, hindi although sa friends ko out kami like, in a relationship kami pero with my family, inintroduce ko lang siya as my friend for now kasi hindi ko alam kung ano maging reaction ng family ko. Although alam ko talaga may idea sila na jowa ko yun pero
But
parang
sorry,
siguro
is he also Islam?
hindi.
Pinakikita niya, mami.
Christian siya.
Yes. Ganun.
Ah.
Tapos
Sorry.
yun, ang akala lang nila, yun ang pag-introduce ka sa kanila is, he's my friend, close friend. Pero I'm sure alam nila kung ano yun. Pero siguro ayaw na lang nila akong tanungin ng straightforward. Siguro kasi ayaw rin siguro nila ma-confirm talaga. Kasi up until now, alam ko,
Mm.
yung mother ko is, she's still hoping na may chance pa na magkakaasawa pa ako. Oo, ganun. Minsan
I mean, aren't we all, even my mom, kasi I have two sisters, no? May sarili na silang family. Parang ako na lang hinihintay nila kasi ako yung kasama nila. Siguro kailan lang
True.
yun, like, nung bank holiday kasi sa UK, so we went outside kaming tatlo, so went out lunch, dinner, gano'n. Talaga kami, de-stress, ganyan. Then we were talking about, yun nga, para kasing yung relatives ng mom ko, tinanong nila, magsi-30 na si Jane next year, so, wala pa ba siyang boyfriend? Tapos parang
Yan
ako,
ba y-
Anak.
Yan ba yung reason, Jane, that you posted that on your wall?
Tapos parang ako, boyfriend? Parang boyfriend? Tapos sabi ng mommy ko, boyfriend? Parang, alam niyo naman, di ba, na best of both worlds yan. So, ako kasi, I mean, I'm out na parang sinasabi ko lagi, I may be bisexual, but I'm leaning into women more eh. Kasi
You like
siguro
women more.
yeah, I like women more.
Mhm.
So, mom, dad, if you're gonna see this, I like women more. So,
So expect that she will lean towards the not having any children.
I mean, I want to have kids. I really do. But I know in vitro is very expensive. So I'm
Yeah.
doing everything that I can to at
Save
least
up?
save. Save up.
Yeah.
Kasi
Or why not
well,
adopt, diba?
I don't know. Wala pa ako sa ganun eh. I'm very happy with
but
my
hindi ka pa
life, with my
Yeah.
focus doon.
career. Hindi pa ako nakafocus doon. So, I'm sorry if 30 na ako, pero ganito pa din.
I'm sorry to be
I'm
to be a disappointment. Naturally
Oo.
produced.
Oh my God.
Pasensya na talaga,
sorry.
wala akong mapapakilala.
Wait, hang on. Bakit hindi na lang ikaw, Janie, and si Yasser? Diba? Kasi feeling ko naman, yung parents ni Yasser would want him to
May
have...
agreement pa
Oo,
nga.
diba? Kasi
Kasi
I have a best friend na ganyan
Ako yung
kami.
lalaki, tapos ikaw yung babae sa
Oo.
relationship.
Pero ikaw yung mag-aano.
Oo.
At least, diba, meron na kayong what's
Yasser
it,
is very
mutual
good
understanding.
looking.
Right?
You're very
Ikaw
good
ang
looking, yeah.
Magaling pa na dancer yun si Yasser. So, magkakaroon ng flexibility yung kids nyo.
Kasi
Oh,
mga
naninisip
anak
ko, Mitch.
namin.
Diba?
no?
Pero at least, diba, like if ever man nga na parang a gay guy and a gay lesbian would get together and then eventually they realize that, wait, I still want women. Wait, I still want men. I want men, diba? So parang there would be some tendency na, okay, so you do your thing, I'll do my thing. At least wala siyang moment na na you guys, walang walang
I think may ganyan nga.
Pero meron na.
mag-aagawan. Yeah.
Oo.
Ogie Diaz, right?
I think so.
Di ba
I'm
meron siyang
not
He has a
sure.
child.
Yeah,
he has a
he has a child. And plus,
Interesting.
it's normal na actually right now with
It
gay
is.
guys to have
Yeah.
kids. Eh.
I mean, kasi being in the community, no,
Mm.
you would also think that if you're gonna grow old, who would take care of you? Diba?
There's this TikTok that I saw from Brian Boy, I think.
Okay.
He was asked like, so when you grow old, who is gonna take care of you? He said like, my money. Like, why? Because his
Oh,
explanation was like
yan.
this. My money is the one that's gonna take care of me when I get old. Your children who should not be obligated to take care of you when you grow old.
Yeah,
mean,
makes sense. Yeah.
It does make sense, right? Because like just because you brought them out to this world that they're already obligated to take care of you, it should be wholeheartedly done. Eh. It's not because I'm obligated to take care of my parents because they brought me to this world, blah 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 and all.
Mm.
What if your kid pala is not, or what if, like, let's say yan, you bore children and everything, tapos pero ang nangyari was your children passed away first. So what? Ano ka na, right? So you should never obligate anyone, or especially your children, to take care of you. You should save up and do the taking care of yourself. It's
Even
as simple
no,
as that.
no. I think that applies to hetero relationships.
Yes,
If you're
hetero.
planning,
Yes,
diba?
exactly.
If you're
Mhm.
planning to have kids, or if you have kids in the future, I mean, I think don't oblige them to pay back. Because
Yeah.
it's your,
They should
for
never
me,
be obligated.
for me, it's your, you brought them into this world.
Mm.
You really need to take care of them. So,
Mm.
parang, it's gonna be a burden if ever maging teenager yung anak nyo, and then parang alam na after mo mag-graduate and all na
Oo, na
ako na
parang,
yung sasalo ng mga
yeah,
parang I think
exactly.
that would be really
It-
hard. So it
It's
applies
going to be a
everyone.
burden for them
Yeah.
I'm
instead of them
sorry to
being
be
happy.
ignorant, but who is Brian Boy?
He's a TikToker na,
Vlogger.
yeah, he's a
I think
vlogger
he's a
also.
vlogger.
He's
Filipino.
Filipino based
Filipino.
in Denmark, I
Yeah.
think, or Netherlands.
Denmark,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Well, I guess that answers the reason for that. Perhaps
Mm.
that
No, but
person who.
he grew up here in the Philippines. He was
Yeah,
just he just moved to there a few
I
years
mean
back.
that's what I was trying to go to, Mitch. So
Mm.
I believe that person who made that comment, about who will take care of them, is a culture thing, because only Filipinos, from what I
Yeah,
know, or
correct.
mostly Asians, have
Ah.
that culture that
Yeah,
the children would take care of their
Their parents,
Their
when they get
parents.
old, exactly.
Big
because of,
family.
our culture.
Yeah.
But I mean, I believe that's one of the topics also that I have been trying to push forward with, for those whom I am able to have discussions with, that, your children aren't your life insurance,
Yeah, they're not your
Um,
milking cow
if
when you grow old.
you look at the West, people in the US, people in the UK, in Europe. So yes, it may be saddening to see, elderly in
Nursing
elderly
homes.
homes,
Yeah,
nursing homes, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, they have lived their best life,
Correct.
and
exactly.
so are their children
Yeah.
are living
So,
their lives.
yeah.
So
So let your children have the chance to live the life,
so I
right?
mean, that is what, I guess that is where that stems out, that our culture, that the children takes care of their elderly, of their parents. So
Yeah.
I believe that's also one of the things that we need to educate people, so that they could also live their best lives out of
Mm.
what they have become, not because what their parents had made them become.
Mm.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to
Very
be a
well said.
burden
Yes.
sa children
true.
ko.
Correct. Me too.
Mm.
Anyways, Zell, let's move on. Parang,
To the
I'm
next question.
Yeah,
Yes.
to the next
Mm.
question. Dami ko
Okay.
ding natututunan with this, no?
All right.
Very-
So
Very-
You're a youngin, Jane. You're the younger generation.
Yeah. Me and Yasser, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sige. No, but I mean, in the,
Char.
ano, in
the
the
LGBT.
community, yeah, no.
community, yeah.
Alay lang.
Zell?
Ah,
Alay. Okay,
Alay.
alay. Okay.
supporter, yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
yes. Okay.
okay. So this is a fun question.
Yeah.
If you could have dinner with any LGBTQ plus historical figure, celebrity, dead or alive, who would it be and why? Isang dinner lang with someone na kilala niyong
LGBTQ.
part of the community.
Like, yeah, part of the community. Either a supporter or part of the community himself or herself. Itself.
Maybe celebrity na kilala niyong.
Yeah.
Ako, there's this writer, I think, no, it's not Ann Killer. Oh gosh, there's actually a series about her sa HBO.
Mm.
Gosh, I forgot. But I mean, the reason why I want to have a dinner with that girl, she's like, she's gay in her time, which is like, I think,
Ah,
18th century or
ang ganda.
17th
Ah,
century.
Dickinson?
There. Yeah. Dickinson. Crap,
Amazing.
I
Yeah,
forgot.
Dickinson.
Right?
Dickinson.
So I mean, I want to find out how um it was during that time in her era being gay.
Mm.
Parang kasi if you look about if you look at it, like if you see the more serious types of LGBT movies about coming out and having or being in a same sex relationship, it looks so difficult. Like the
It does.
what's this um the people that would mock you or that would literally like throw stones at you and
Yeah.
all that, right? So it's
Yeah.
scary. But I mean, that's a movie. So like, is it really like that during that era? Alam mo
I
yun?
mean, yeah, it could be over exaggerated, or maybe
Yeah,
it did happen.
Maybe
yeah,
it did
exactly.
happen, no?
Maybe it
Kasi
did. Mm-mm.
Kasi 18th century. Kasi I was watching Bridgerton. Bridgerton.
Bridgerton.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Bridgerton. Together with Dickinson. So they have the
Mm,
same era. I
mm.
think yung allowed lang ata mag-aral ng college that time would be men.
The men, yeah.
yes.
The men. So parang ako, okay, if you're gonna come out to this century, if you're gonna come out as gay,
Mm.
feeling ko, alam mo yung feeling ko na parang itatakwil ka talaga or
Oh,
maybe they would
Yeah.
like
It would kill you pa nga
would kill
even.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'di ba? Kasi yung mga nagvo-voice out lang ng opinion like Emily Dickinson,
Mm.
parang gusto niya maging writer, 'di ba? So she
Yeah.
wants to study. Parang yung nakita ko doon, parang her father doesn't want her to. Kasi daw yung role lang ng mga women that time would be housewives.
To bear a
Parang
child,
Yeah,
yeah.
to bear a child, to take care of the man. So parang ako, so misogynist. Parang gano'n ako. So, I mean, so very different na din naman kasi sa era. So, yeah.
may
Yeah.
pagkayad nga rin sa sa Maria Clara. I watched the
Me
Maria
too.
Clara Inibara.
Me too. Anyways, nawawala na tayo sa topic.
Oh, yes,
dahil
yes.
mga series na, no? So, how about you, Jared? Who would you want to have dinner with?
My older self.
Oh.
No, well, I
That's
wanted,
nice though.
because it would be going to be very different, with a discussion. Even, I'm pretty sure there would be times in our lives, even though even straight people, that they wanted to learn from themselves, the older version of themselves,
Yeah.
and perhaps look at perspectives differently as life goes along.
Mm.
So, well, of course, definitely you would want to talk to Bibi Gandang Hari or
yeah.
Caitlyn Jenner.
So,
But I mean,
akala
just what?
ko sasabihin mo, Boy Abunda eh.
No, but
Fast
I
talk.
mean,
Fast talk
well,
pala ito eh.
there would be times, it's definitely very good to talk to people in all walks of life. But I mean,
Yeah.
it's a different level if you talk to somebody within your community and share the experiences and learn from them, because as you've already discussed, 100 years ago it was very different from
Yeah.
today. But that is 100 years. But
Yeah.
you know
In the
just
future,
from
right?
just from our timeline, just 10 years ago it was very different. So
Mhm.
I wanted
Yes.
to talk to somebody who is who had lived the life
Mhm.
and share and learn from their experiences, ultimately.
Yeah. If like,
Napaka-deep ng
did it
sagot
really
ni
get
no?
better?
Yeah.
Deep ng sagot ni Jared. Parang nagulat ako ng my older self. Oo nga, no?
Yeah.
We can learn from
Bongga.
them.
Actually.
Bongga. Pang Miss Universe. Perfect.
Okay, and
Never
that
did.
award goes to
Oo.
I-
It's a yes for me. It's a yes for me.
yes,
Parang
it's a yes for
ganun.
me as well.
Yeah,
What about
sir.
you, Yasser?
Mahirap naman tapatan yung sagot ni Jared na yun.
Okay lang yan.
Well, ako kung if there's one tao siguro, dalawang gusto ko eh. Kung international, si RuPaul. And then sa
Oh.
local, si Vice Ganda. Siguro kasi they are a public figure and then successful sila sa career nila na ganun. And they also help yung mga katulad namin na I mean yung mga taong before kasi 'di ba medyo nadi-discriminate yung mga tulad natin ganito. Parang nakatulong sila para maging open tayo mas lalo tayong tanggapin ng mga tao kasi public figure sila eh. So nakita sila on a daily basis siguro dahil nakikita sila sa TV or ano diyan. So yun lang. I also think na parang ang saya nila kasama, lalo na si Vice siguro. Kasi I'm a fan talaga noon pa. And then syempre, kung isipin mo, isa siya sa parang sikat ngayon na parang gay na kuan celebrity o na maraming naging projects. And then yun na nga, parang siya yung nag-open din ng door sa mga katulad niya na mga admin dun sa lugar. I mean dun sa Manila na mga friends niya nagkaroon ng mga projects din.
Mhm.
So nakatulong siya sa karamihan. Yun lang.
Did you watch yung MMK ni Vice Ganda?
I
How
doon.
haven't.
how they started from the bottom tapos ngayon.
Oh,
Oo.
Yeah.
Tapos
I
gabi
haven't.
parang magkakapatid sila lahat, bading sila lahat. Tapos parang ang successful
Wait,
Talaga?
si
lahat.
Vice?
Oo.
Talaga? Bading sila
Wait.
lahat?
Akala ko mga kapatid ni Vice are women.
Hindi,
Oo nga.
parang tatlo yan. Ay, hindi ko na matandaan kung ilan sila bading sa kanila. Pero yun, successful
Mm.
sila lahat. Parang may doctor pa nga sa kanila eh.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
So, Vice Ganda, if you're watching this, hello.
Yes.
Hi,
Fan na
Hi,
fan ka ni,
Vice.
Hi, Vice. Fan na
Please
fan ka
reach
ni
out to
Yasser.
Yasser.
Oo. Shout out kay, Vice Ganda.
Pa-shout
Please
out,
watch our,
please.
please watch our podcast and promote mo naman sa Showtime.
Oo, na,
Oo.
ano.
Oo.
For RuPaul naman. Gusto
Oo,
ko
for
yung
RuPaul
quote
din.
ni RuPaul. Yung,
Ano
Yeah,
yun?
yung mga lines niya,
Hmm.
right?
Ano yung sabi
if you
niya?
don't love yourself, how the hell are you gonna
how
love
do-
anybody else?
Yeah.
True.
Oh, pak. Totoo nga.
That's
You can't
actually
love,
accurate.
you can't love another person if you don't love yourself. Mm.
Yeah,
Yes.
so true.
So our last question, I think this is parang we agreed, Zel, and this is gonna be good for
The last
everyone.
question. Yes,
The
yes.
last question. Even me, I'm waiting for your answers. So how can Zel and I and other people listening to our podcast be better LGBTQ plus allies?
I
Again.
believe.
Okay.
Kinig.
Sige.
No.
Go, Jack.
I'll go ahead then. I believe, just be open-minded and open yourself up to learn new things, not just, with this topic. I mean, in everything in general, because, once you learn, once you read, once you educate yourself, then there goes the understanding. It's also parang if I equate it to traveling, if you haven't really traveled, you haven't grown,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because of course, let's say for example, if you are just living in your bubble, kung nasa Quezon City ka lang, nandiyan ka lang,
Yeah.
yun lang ang alam mo,
Yeah.
you know? But if you've traveled to Cebu, to Mindanao,
Mhm.
that opens up your mind to know that there is more to just QC.
Mhm.
Much more if you travel abroad to
Mhm.
learn other
Yeah.
cultures, not just the Filipino culture. Okay, so that's the same thing. If you allow yourself to learn new things, go to territories that you are not that you haven't experienced yet, then there goes the learning, the being open-minded, and to be able to accept new ideas, new perspectives, new POVs. That is where you will grow and learn.
So
Napakaganda ng mga analogy ni Jared, no? Parang talagang, alam mo yun, parang napapatulala na lang ako na.
So
If you're-
adult, no?
Oo, if you're gonna stuck, for example, ako, no, if I haven't traveled, to other countries then and to other parts of the Philippines, I'm just gonna be stuck here in Pampanga. I wouldn't know
Nasa
how-
comfort zone.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know how Visayas or Mindanao is different from ganito kasi I've been traveling for quite some time. Ngayon kasi parang goal ko is not to travel muna out of the country kasi kasi gusto ko pumunta ng ng Iloilo, Bacolod, I want to go to El Nido again, to Coron. Alam mo yung parang love your country, sabi nga.
Yeah.
So, I want to explore it muna before I explore other countries. So, yung mga taga Iloilo dyan, malapit na akong pumunta, guys.
May meet up
Magtutour
with
siya.
Jamie.
Oo, magtutour ako. I think one of Jared's team members, right? Jared are from Iloilo, isn't it? Yeah. Well, teammates ko din sila. So, Ate Crystal, I think. See you soon. So, ayun. How about you, Ate Mitch? How can you be ano?
For me, siguro, apart from gaining the knowledge, understanding, and explore, respect. I mean, respect other people's opinions, no matter how different it is from your own. Because you will never come to a conclusion, or you will never understand the other side of the story if you do not listen to it. Like, listen for wholeheartedly, for real, and respect the opinion, respect the belief of that person. Just because it's different doesn't mean that it's not right.
Napakalalim na mahugot ng ano, no? Mga
Correct.
sagot nila. Parang may pinagkukuhanan talaga ng ano eh.
Syempre.
Oo. You,
Oh.
Yasser, how can
But
we
well
be,
said.
yeah, well said. How can we be very effective as an ally for LGBTQ plus?
Wait. Wala kasi Hindi ako nakaisip ng sagot
Loading.
ko.
Char.
Loading. Oo.
Ano yung tanong ulit?
How can Zell and I be yeah,
Better
how can we be
allies.
better allies for the LGBT
Supporting. Yeah.
yeah, supporting the community? How can we be better allies?
Okay, siguro ko ano yun, yung na-mention din nila, to be open-minded sa mga bagay kasi not all things na sa tingin mo is kumbaga yung kung ano yung moral right sa I mean kung ano yung tama sa is pag kunyari sa mga tulad namin is baka tingin mo is baka hindi tama or ano, just accept it and then maging open-minded ka nga kasi sa generation natin ngayon as yun ayun mas dumadami na ngayon mga tulad namin and then yun respect yun lang. And then, mahalin yung isa't isa. Yun lang siguro for me.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes.
So, well, thank you so much for all of your inputs. I mean, your opinions. We really appreciate it. And Zell and I, once again, learn a lot from you guys. And
course.
before we end this, we end this session, I would just want to share something. It suits kasi the theme. So I've been reading a lot of books since I was a teenager. And this is the first time that I can say I have a favorite book, which is, I don't know if you guys know it, The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah. Kasi meron siyang sinabi doon na, never let anyone make you feel ordinary.
Oh.
She's bisexual kasi there.
So,
ito din yung sasabihin ko na parang to all of the LGBTQ people out there who are part of the community, don't ignore half of them so that you can fit them into a box. So say, for
Yes.
example, they're bisexual, don't ignore their other half just so that you can put them in a box na saying that, no, she's not straight, she's like this. Please give us a chance to show what we can do. And as you can see, the LGBT people, they're very smart and knowledgeable in other things. Kung makikita nyo, lahat ng nagsasucceed, most of them are from the LGBTQ community. So I guess if we can be more open to it, if we can be more accepting,
Mhm.
Philippines and other Asian countries would be more accepting to all of us. And I thank you.
Thank you.
congratulations.
Yeah.
It's a yes for me. I'm okay.
So
Yeah.
Yes.
thank you so much,
Yes,
guys.
thank you.
It's been a pleasure
Yeah. It's
doing
nice
doing
to finally
this
like
episode
talk
with you
about
guys.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
very, this is my favorite episode. Di ba lagi natin inaano, Zel, na
Oo.
yan yung next episode, ganyan.
February
And
pa lang.
February pa lang
Sinecure na
we've
namin.
been, we've already know who our guests are, kung ano yung tatanong namin, kasi we really want to do this with you guys. So thank you so much. Thank
Yes,
you
thank you for
very
giving
You're
your
much.
welcome.
Thank you
time.
for having
And
us.
Stories.
yeah, hope your
All right.
listeners also learned a lot from us, though.
Yes, of course,
Diba?
definitely. So do you guys want to promote something, or do you
Jared.
Jared, you.
So yes, you can reach me through all the socials, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Jagged Salsa. My YouTube channel is also named Jagged Salsa, so you can find me there.
subscribe
And
now?
subscribe.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes. How
May
about you,
pag-giveaway
Yasser?
yan. Wag ka.
Oo,
You
giveaway.
can find me at my Facebook account, Yasser G, TikTok and Instagram. It's Yasser G. So yun lang.
Yes, yes,
Follow me on
EG.
TikTok.
Yes, guys, follow. How about you, Ate Mitch?
Me, Facebook, I'm not really.
Into it.
I'm private when it comes to Facebook.
Okay.
Pero you can
Understood.
check me out on my IG, Chikoy_15.
Yes, follow, guys. So again, I'm with Zell.
And I'm with Janie.
So
Yes.
goodbye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Till next
Bye.
episode.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's take a photo.
Let's take a
Yeah.
photo muna.
Stop recording.